Tell us, your Hell Week has already started.
I'm sorry.
He's not putting it together the way that we put it together. Go through Hell Week or two with the prop desk leaders.
Some sort of competition dates.
Oh, when I won and you got like really spanked? Is that what
You mean when you lost less money than me? You got the question wrong and the answer wrong.
You had boulders upon boulders inside you. You know that, right? What are your weaknesses that's gonna make you fail at this? This is not funny, bro. I'm asking.
So after those 2 hell weeks, what I'm gonna be is my Bugatti.
Here we have in the wild, like a person who's uncivilized. They give a little description, right? The narrator for this guy wouldn't even bother. He would just say, this guy is a hamar. Direct translation, this guy's a donkey.
See, he talks like this about me. I don't do this. I'm more educated. I'm a more sophisticated person than this donkey. I think it's somewhere here.
We gotta figure out a way to get him in order. And
I had to make my way. You said that he's better than us? The nomad.
Hold on.
Yeah. Man, I'm already rolling.
No, you can cancel. This doesn't
Oh
count.
my-
It's gonna be like.
So, the nomad. How has Hell Week been?
Hell Week has been great. Honestly, there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of. Oh God, I don't feel like. I'm trying to like get a sense of what am I getting out of Hell Week. Like, what is it that I really need to be doing in Hell Week, and what am I? Is it like Hell Week? I understand it's extensive training, but I think I'm missing. There's a bridge or a link that I'm missing. I don't see the extensive training. What I'm seeing is other things. Maybe we change.
There was drama earlier today, right? It seemed like it got kind of heated. What was happening there?
Well, that's. I wouldn't say this was drama. I would say this more of a This is the missing link that I'm trying to link between me and the rogue and the key.
There's no selection process. You were already here and he was.
First of all,
other guy was-
okay, well that's great. That's great stuff. That's great stuff. If Mukarram, that's what he's thinking. That's also great stuff. But what I'm trying to explain.
I mean, I'm telling you that is what he's thinking.
What I'm explaining.
Because that's what he told us.
Okay, but what I'm trying to explain to you, we didn't come from a competition. You're not getting my question. I don't understand what I'm saying.
You went to the training.
I don't understand what I'm saying. That don't make sense. Like I'm.
So
really,
what is it? Say
I'm
it.
really
Explain
like
it again.
and I'm really saying it how it is.
Explain that again, though.
There's no explanation. I'm saying you guys had the training. After the training, you were given money. Yes or no?
The money is in the competition.
La hawla wa la quwwata.
The money is in the
God
competition. So yes, trading competition. What is confusing about this?
It's not confusing.
So then what are you confused
Let me
about?
explain. Me and the ambassador went through what? Training.
Okay.
What's the next to happen?
Okay, but we were
But let
assessed
me
before
explain.
the competition.
You guys were assessed through
Mukarram!
by
Bro, what are you saying?
by
Him seeing how involved we were, just like how you have the
By
LB.
and-
Mukarram did the same thing.
and by the.
What?
You want to say the application you submitted to him, for example?
No.
no.
Okay, so you submit an application, you took in the
He has a severely confused.
This is
No,
not severely
you're
confused. You
confused.
guys have not explained to me exactly. Like, I don't have a problem with
Look,
any
look,
Hell Week or
let me-
anything.
let me explain
but
something
I want
to
to
you.
understand, how are we like, you guys are saying whenever you guys are ready to train, I get that. But what I want to see is, why are you guys saying,
Let's take it to the
like,
foundation and
help
you
me
task
understand what I should, like, what should I like explain to you? Like what I've been done in the chat. Like tell me that's not enough. I need you to see like
Okay,
this is the more things you need
It's
to look
funny
at.
because we've already said that multiple times, but
And I've
Step
been
number
doing
one.
more things, but you're saying it's not what we're looking for. Don't send every Twitter post. My Twitter post was relevant to the previous one. I was like, see, this is matching.
But
this.
it wasn't
you're,
important.
you're taking.
Okay, then how
but
the hell am
why
I
are
supposed to know?
Okay,
By me
were
telling you it
bored?
wasn't important, why
Okay,
did you
you're
take it up
focused
fast?
on
I'm
one
not-
instance.
Okay, when I'm saying it's not important. Okay, what do I look for? You didn't tell me.
You're focusing on one instance.
Yeah.
What
No,
you're
there's
not.
more-
you're-
it's happened the exact same similar.
No, I know, but I'm
multiple
saying you're
times.
focused on one instance. When we say something,
Mm.
we're talking about the whole picture. Okay, we're not saying because we're not seeing passion because of this one text you sent. Okay,
That's not.
we're
that's-
analyzing you as a whole person.
Okay, great.
And same thing.
That's not what I'm saying. That's sure. That's not what I'm saying. all I'm hearing from this, like, why didn't you text? Why didn't you reply? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Which is like not true. Like, I am texting sometimes. I'm texting. I'm looking at the market in the backlight. Like, I'm looking at what's going on. I am not. I don't have. I don't have the experience they've had. They've been trading longer than me, so what they've been through is different than what I've been through.
If you're looking at the charts, right? If a thought comes to your mind, right, about, let's say Solana, okay, or let's say an asset that you're looking at, right, and you see a point of interest, right? We expect you to text us that. We expect that to be in the chat, because that lets us know, okay, he's watching it, he's seeing something, and he has an action for it. Oh, I'm looking to go long at this level, I'm looking, like, obviously you give the analysis, right? So a problem that we had with you, right, is when you said something, right, for instance, about the 200 SMA, right, you pointed something out, right? The thing is anyone could do that, right? Anyone that knows that level could look at the chart and say, this is here and that is there. Okay, but what after? There needs to be action to the message. Every message, right, should have an action. Those are two very important things that both you and Kareem need, right? You need to be more active in the chat, right? Just with your own ideas, with your own analysis. And the second thing is you need to communicate in a more reasonable amount of time. Those are the two things. There's more things, but I would prefer to, like, so you don't have to hear this 100 times when Kareem is here, like, yes. Yeah.
But there's also there's a lot of things like that. The first of all is mental, and technical is the second one.
I think the Nomad needs a little bit of an extra push, you know, specifically in the technical field. And there's nothing wrong with that, but, you know, you just got to really lay it into it and really make sure that, you know, it's like every single day, just, you know, focus, right? And so, yeah, I'm hoping to see a change. And I mean, the same thing applies to the ambassador, right? Like, the technical is really sound, the fundamental isn't as sound, right? So you still got to push, you got to make sure that they're consistent with it, so on and so forth. You know?
That is, and they said, I think December 19th was the closest it's going to come to Earth.
But he sits around the sun.
Huh?
He sits around
No, it's spun around the sun. Now it's going to come our way. Now it's coming our way. So the closest it's going to come to Earth, it's on December 19th.
Yeah, there's still some pretty interesting phenomena happening with I3 Atlas.
Yeah, man, so many. I3 Atlas.
I3 Atlas.
I3 Atlas is a comet, maybe an asteroid. Nobody's really sure.
The fact that NASA's trying to gaslight everybody and, like, issuing these pictures that are, like, super blurry when they have some of the most advanced tech out there. You've got amateur photographers and astronomers who have taken better quality pictures of I3 Atlas than NASA. So obviously there's some gaslighting going on.
If it is like a giant spaceship and it like parks up in our you know, near Earth by the moon or something, send some I don't know. We'll see.
So, the Nomad. How has Hell Week been?
Hell Week has been very great. I'm enjoying the educational aspect of it. And I'm enjoying everything in it. I love the pushing that I'm getting. Just a little bit of, you know, drama that I'm noticing here and there, honestly.
Yeah,
Like he means
that's not perfect. I got
exactly.
on that on this campo right here.
Yeah.
On that low. And so, like,
This one right here, if this one forms like this, it's gonna be like a green candle.
on anything will be.
yeah.
Even if you take a
Yeah, if it takes out the last time.
I was missing what they're trying to get out of Hell Week. Like, what do they want? Like, I understand it's extensive training, and I don't mind being in extensive training. Perhaps I don't, like, they've made the assumptions that I have untested ego, that I have big ego. That I don't have any of that. I just have a problem with the way they are communicating.
The ambassador and the nomad. We noticed a lot of things over the past 2 weeks since you guys have been in Hell Week. And take this seriously because I'm being very serious, man. We're being very serious because we noticed a lot of foundational, serious problems that are really gonna affect you in the long run. And we're telling you this because we love you guys and we want you guys to be better. And because honestly, we couldn't care less if you blow your account or not. What happened yesterday with Z Money? We weren't looking at ICP. Who caught it? him. They weren't looking at chain link. I caught chain link. We weren't looking at gold. He would catch it. This is what we need to be. If you guys aren't watching the markets, you guys are doing God knows what, having excuses of, oh, I'm with my family every weekend. I'm doing this. I have commitments. You're never gonna become great. The markets don't wait for anybody. And if you keep like saying, you know what, I'm free now. Now I'm gonna look at the market. You would have missed $1 million deal. And we've seen it happen where we would be watching it and we'd miss it. So how much, like nonetheless of you not watching it and you're gonna miss it. You guys are getting better, I like that, it's very good. I'm not gonna just keep giving you guys bad criticism. You guys need to be very aware. Fundamentally, you said that you had a problem, but we're working on it, you're getting it together. You're gonna grow as time comes. So don't be like, if we say you're inaccurate, it's not us, like, we're not being assholes, we're trying to make you look bad. Dude, you know how many times we talk in the same day to the bullet night? How many times do me and you talk in the same day? Dude, I talk to him more than I talk to my family. We talk to each other more than he talks to his wife.
Exactly, bro.
That shows like the level of commitment and the level of awareness. Dude, we would see the same thing over and over again on X. Constantly refreshing, constantly seeing the same thing, constantly going over the same price action. But we don't even see you guys doing it once. Moreover, doing it multiple times like we are. I'm not saying you guys need to just one day wake up and be at our stage. But you guys have to show the effort, show the passion, show the awareness in the markets. You guys aren't showing that at all. You know, a week going by, no observations, no questions, and then when we press you guys on it, you guys say, oh, nothing's happening, nothing's moving. That is complete bullshit because there was so much happening. Over the weekend, there was things that moved 40%. There was things that we haven't seen in a year move.
It's been fun, you know. I like working with him. He's really cool to work with. We have a good dynamic going on. You know, we can really easily switch between like the you know, if one person is really heavy on like the anger side, the other can be like a little bit of common relief. But we could also both be like pretty intense. It's good. Yeah, like he's definitely on the same frequency of thinking when it comes to either training people or talking about anything else.
I know you're gonna like this, the Nomad. Okay, the purpose of Hell Week. Okay, because I forgot who I was talking to, but this could be called anything, right? It could be called Train Week. It could be called Newbie Week. Whatever you want to call it. Okay, it's not meant to necessarily be hell. Okay, but it's gonna be hell if you decide not to do anything. The Rogue and I, we talked on the side. Okay, and we said, hey, let's see how long they will go, right? Before anything is said, okay? Tuesday of last week, okay? Tuesday, okay? Nothing. The chat was dead, bro. It was dead. There was nothing. There was no communication. Nothing, bro. Communication is number one. The chat should never be dead, bro. Never. If we text you in the morning or if we text you at night, we should not expect a response 3 business days later, okay? Amazon Prime is faster than that.
Give him an example of when this happened, so
Yeah,
we understand.
exactly.
Who did this? First of all, let's like understand what we did wrong. This is not something. Who did that? When you asked the question, they responded in an unreasonable amount of time. Any of you guys do that?
I don't think I did.
I think one time, I mean, when we first had the chat, I didn't see it was like we had a Hell Week chat. Then I realized, oh, this is like the Hell Week chat. I opened it and then I respond.
Okay. So let me adjust that. Let me be more accurate in your statement right there. You did do it.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So I understand that you're driving sometimes and you're not the best, but your time-wise is generally good. I'll give you that. I'll applaud you to that. But the Nomad, yours is very, very, very bad because we would ask a question and you'd respond hours later or even a day or two later. Is that, dude, whatever we were talking about is completely irrelevant. It's 100% true.
No.
Is it true, the key?
Bro. It could be true because even when I text you, you don't reply for a few hours.
For a few hours, like...
I've noticed that. And that's not even to do with markets.
Like,
that's kind of your philosophy in the way you communicate.
No, that's not true. I'm like biggest person on communication. Like I'm a biggest person.
I don't know. Then why would they say that? That's why it doesn't make sense. Because see, when you said that in the beginning you didn't know that Hell Week was this intense.
No.
That's not true. I mean, that's different. But they're talking about last week. Last week you were not communicating. So what's your answer to that?
Yeah, last week I was. Let's remember the exact.
You gave the excuse that you were with your family.
you were talking about the exact. Are you talking about that weekend on a Saturday, and then I replied. You texted at 11 in the morning, and then I
Okay, it's
replied
happened
at-
on multiple
Hey,
around
okay,
4 p.m.
forget about the specific examples.
No,
okay?
but you mentioned a specific example.
mentioned
So
this
let's talk about
This is
specific
another
example.
problem. This is a problem right
Explain
here.
your
Okay,
explain.
there-
What is
What
the
about
problem?
the generality of it?
Yeah, there's a that's why I'm trying to bring this into general, okay?
Yes.
Like, it's good to bring out examples so you know what we're talking about,
Mhm.
but at the same time, there's a generality to it,
Mm.
okay? There's one side of the communication that's revolving in terms of, like, reasonable response times,
Mm.
but the second level of communication is what we're even seeing in the chat, okay? The thing is that, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. I'll let you get into, like, the whole observation thing versus, yeah, I'll let you get into that.
Bro, when we mention or we ask a question or when you guys do an observation, there are so many things wrong with your guys' things. It's completely inaccurate. You guys are not completing your sentences. You guys are, bro, the Horizon stuff, the things I asked you guys to do yesterday, I know it wasn't like given enough time, it was clearly ChatGPT. You know why? Because there was no personal touch to it. It was not complete. There was no direct, it wasn't detailed. It was vague. It was very vague. And even your other statements, Like, I'm not going to go specific into your guys' statements, but when you guys answer a question, you guys have to be completely accurate in it.
If you guys are done, are you guys okay or no? You have a-
Yeah, I think it'd be good for them to hear what you have to say.
All right, so I really loved the meeting, okay? I love the intensity of it, and I love the fact that you guys are capable of doing it. That's the thing. Not capable of doing a meeting, but capable of leading other people, right? But I think one of the things that you both have to understand here is they're not your teachers, bro. Okay? This is where the big problem has happened now. And by the way, this is exactly the reason why I have Hell Week. If you didn't go through the competition, you're going to go through Hell Week or Hell Weeks, right? And like you said, it can be called anything else. But the thing is, and I hope one of these markers actually work, right? Number one that I see with the both of you is a lack of intensity. Okay? And I'm going to break that down. So if you think that you're not going to communicate for days with him, that's a sign that you're not ready to trade with us. Do you understand that?
Yes.
This is the communication. When they talk about communication, they're talking about you guys communicating. I'm talking about a lack of understanding of what Hell Week is. If you are not buzzing them over and over again, if you don't have the intensity or the curiosity, right, to find out what's moving, why is ICP, why is this happening, you don't belong in a prop desk. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Like, this is nothing against you. I really want you to look in the mirror and ask yourself, is this something you want to do? Because you see this intensity level? That's how it's going to be 1000% for all your life. Can you do it? And this is not made up, bro. This is real. You talk to me at 2 a.m., I still talk like this. So if you think that you have to wait on them to teach you something, I am sorry to say you have misunderstood this whole concept of Hell Week. Okay? They have zero responsibility to do this. Like, meaning, they could come to me and say, he sucks, bro. And I can ask him, why does he suck? Because he fucking doesn't text me about the markets. He doesn't tell me anything. He doesn't talk like a trader. He's not jacked. He's not up at 2 a.m. He's not. And you can't come to me and say, hey, I don't think I knew that. That's a problem. You get it? This is a problem. Now let me tell you why that's a problem, okay? Look at the shit we went through today. If you can't handle that, you're never gonna handle this. You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna trade for 1 week, you're gonna blow off all our money, and then you're gonna leave. Because you're going to not be brave enough to admit that you're the up. That's it. I'm sorry, guys, I talk like this because that's the only way you can get through an actual emotion. You get it? So this is very important, bro. I am looking at you when I say this. Bro, I know you have a family. I know you have brothers. I know you have issues. I don't care. You should look at the mirror and say, I don't care to yourself. Because that is the only way you will become the person that you need to be to help them. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So you have to make a pledge today. When you go back, you're like, I am now a new me. Because if you're the same guy who cares about everybody's shit, right? Who wants to take care of everybody's business. You want to be nice guy, this guy. Nah, bro, you're not going to make money. Are you okay with that?
No.
Then you got to change. Same thing with you, right? So you know how you tell me, oh, family, my brothers, my mother. Oh, bro, I get it, brother. I get it. I love that love. But when you're talking to them, you got to be thinking about the pockets. It's horrible to say it, right? Like I'm talking to my wife, right? One side of the brain is thinking about, so I did this, and Dash is gonna do this. Oh, I gotta go here. And then she goes, hey, do you know? I'm like, hey, can you say that again? She goes, see, you will not listen to me. You're looking on the markets. I say, yeah, I know. This is an excuse. It's fine. It's fine. Then we give you a big hug. You're gonna pay their bills. You're gonna send them to Harvard, right? You're gonna buy them a house. You're gonna give them the car. You're gonna give them a life where they don't have problems because you were paying attention to the market. See that?
So, good afternoon. As you know that there's been this ongoing couple weeks where we've been in Hell Week, we've been thinking about things. This is very serious, not a prank, because it's not a joke, but this is like a very important conversation that we're gonna have with you, a lot of feedback and a lot of just straight facts, okay?
Do you think you're gonna make it out of Hell Week?
Absolutely, yes. Absolutely, yes. I'll make it out of Hell Week and I'll make it in front of the King Kong. The biggest King Kong, I'll make it. Am I gonna die? No. So we're good.
So I'm not gonna beat around the bush. We were tasked to see if you would be a good trader or not, okay? And over time, we noticed that